No. I'm so good at deadlifting. Do you deadlift with a mixed grip? Oh, you do. You do. Okay. Flash check. Okay. We're good to go. What's up, guys? My name is Adriana Martinez. I am a certified personal trainer and fitness coach based out of San Diego, California. I am super excited for you guys to be here. So today's topic. Today, we are going to be talking about the mixed grip on deadlifts and how to properly prime your body the next time you're going to go in for a heavy deadlift day and you need to rely on that good old mixed grip. So if you just happen to stumble upon this video and you don't know what the mixed grip is, basically it's when you go up to the barbell, it's on the floor. So you're primarily using this for your heavy sumo deadlifts, conventional deadlifts, or stiff leg deadlifts, any deadlift variation that the barbell is going to start on the floor. So the bar is out in front of you, and one hand is going to go overhand in the pronated position. The other hand is going to go underhand on the barbell. That was so awkward. Wow, you just saw my microphone. That's okay. So the mixed grip position for deadlifts is a very handy tool that you pretty much carry with you all the time because it's not an actual tool. It's just a figurative thing that I referred to right now. It's free. It comes with you everywhere. It's not like chalk or deadlifting wrist straps where it's something else that's not connected to your body. If your gym doesn't have chalk, then you are shit out of luck. If you forget your deadlifting wrist straps at home, you're again shit out of luck. Mixed grip comes with you everywhere, so it's perfect. It's a great tool. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I am a little bit opposed to using it. In certain cases, I don't like when people rely on it all the time, like I referred to it before. I think it's a good tool in the toolbox. But sometimes you're lifting super heavy weight and your grip can't keep up, and that's a good time to hop into your mixed grip position. I use the mixed grip sometimes, so it's not like I'm just singling people out or something or just calling it out. I do use it, but I like to use it as sparingly as possible and only when it's really needed to be able to get the weight off the floor. So when people go into the overhand position on both hands, double overhand position, typically the grip muscles tend to give out a little bit sooner than when you're in the mixed grip position. Then boom, you can just turn one hand under and you're good to go. I've been in that position before where I'm double overhand. My grip is literally just giving out and the rest of my body can keep up, but my grip can't. It sucks. You switch to mixed grip really quick and you're able to finish out the set. That's good. Now, here's the thing. I like to make sure that for myself and clients, whoever I'm training, that we go double overhand as much as possible. And here's the reason why I get kind of mixed feelings about mixed grip. So when you're doing the mixed grip position, whatever hand is in the underhand position, underhand position is usually the side that you tend to get a little bit of rotation to when you're actually performing the lift. If you're going super fast, performing things for power, or you just haven't really thought about this before, then you're probably not going to notice that there is a small degree of rotation that's happening. Now, if it's huge, yeah, that's a problem. We definitely need what I'm going to present to you in the rest of this video. You might want to try this out and see, and you're going to notice that for a lot of you, you might have that small degree of rotation to whatever hand is under. For this reason, it is definitely good to make sure that you are switching hands, and the other reason is going to be because whatever hand is under, you're putting yourself at risk for a bigger bicep tendon injury. Trust me, you don't want that. So it's good to mix hands so that way you're not stressing one side more than the other. The other con that comes with mixed grip is that since you're getting that rotation to one side, think about all the muscle asymmetries that you're also making on yourself at the same time. To keep your left side to your right side as even as possible, you do want to make sure that you are switching sides. That way one side is not getting stronger than the other side and you're keeping your body as even as possible. It's 100% impossible to keep yourself completely symmetrical all the time, but you want to do what you can to keep your body as even as possible when you can. So you guys heard me mention the word priming. First, what is priming? Priming is basically when you perform a specific movement to turn on your central nervous system to then make sure that it recruits the necessary muscle fibers from whatever area you are targeting. So that way, when you go to do your intended exercise in your training session, you can do it more effectively. This is super important for injury prevention, for hitting PRs. You want to be able to move as optimally as possible, as pain-free as possible. And obviously, I mean, we're lifting, we want to get strong as fuck too. So this is going to help you out, cause less mobility issues and things like that. When it comes to mixed grip and deadlifting, if I notice someone deadlifts with a mixed grip, or I'm going in for that for the day, then I like to prime with anti-rotational exercises. So anti-rotational exercises are pretty much core focused exercises. And your core staying as stable, tight, stable, locked as possible while you're moving your arms and your hands around. And there's so many different exercises that you can do to do this. I mean, I can think of a whole bunch right now, but there's 3 main ones that I'm going to talk to you about in this video. And to get specific, so the anti-rotational exercises are basically going to prep your central nervous system into saying, hey, these muscles are turned on, we're ready to go. So that way, when you go to do your deadlift exercises, the central nervous system says, hey, core muscles were on, ready to go. We're ready to keep this body stable. And then as you go to do the exercises, they're working the way they should. So that way you're keeping your body as stable as possible to avoid that then slight rotation that you're going to have towards the underhand side. Okay. Instead of slight, you're now going up and down, nice and stable. So a lot better. You'll probably be able to see that you will pull just a little bit more weight. And this is because when your body is stable, it's then putting all of its energy and all of its focus into the desired thing that you are intending to do. It doesn't have to put as much energy aside in a way towards first stabilizing yourself, then pulling the weight. So when you're doing an exercise that's on a Bosu ball or a balance pad or something that's more unstable, then it has to first and foremost put some energy into getting yourself as stable as possible first, then pulling the intended weight that you want to do. So stable means more energy can go into pulling the weight that you want. So that means bigger weight, bigger PRs. Life is great, right? I know, it is. Okay, so let me show you some of the demo exercises now. So with anti-rotation, the key here is to, as the name says, is to resist the rotation. So our first exercise we have here is going to be our pull-off press. So with this one, you're going to need a resistance band. It can be either the band with handles that works really well, or it can be a long loop band that you just kind of loop around a rig or a barbell on a rig. Something sturdy or something that's really sturdy up against a wall will work really good too. So I'm going to use my band with handles. With this exercise, since we're using it for priming and not to fatigue us out, you want to make sure that you start light and just really focus on the mind-muscle connection here, rather than trying to go as heavy as possible like you would on a working set. Keep it light, and then you can work your way up to where you feel is good for you to be able to feel the muscles working, and then you can go into your working deadlift set. So up here, go ahead and grab your handles, your band. You're gonna wanna interlock fingers and bring the handle up to your chest. Then you're gonna step out and you're gonna get some resistance. Now I'm not gonna step out a ton, I'm just gonna get enough to get some resistance. I'm gonna lock my core in, chest up, feet firmly in the floor. So with this, again, anti-rotation, the key here is to not slowly start rotating in like this, basically in that deadlift. When you're slightly rotating in, you're doing that. So we have this exercise to prevent us from doing that. Up by the chest, stepping out, getting a little bit of resistance. The core is locked. Look forward to keep my body in line. Hips are square. So you're gonna come out slowly. You're gonna hold it here for 3 seconds. And just by holding it out, you're gonna feel that core on fire as you try to oppose that natural wanting to come in like this. So you're here, hold it 1, 2, 3, come back in, reset yourself, and again, come out slowly, hold it 1, 2, 3, come back in, and again, 1, 2, 3, come back in. As you're holding it out, you really should feel your core on fire. So if you're not feeling it too much, then go ahead and try a heavier band. Again, just try not to annihilate yourself, because this priming is just part of the warm-up process. Once you are done on this side, then go ahead and turn around so that way you can get the other side. Set yourself up right in front of the chest. Step out. Go ahead and come out. 1, 2, 3, and back in. You want to make sure that you are getting both sides, because also as you deadlift with mixed grip, you should be switching with each set. So again, keep the body even. Try to not create even bigger muscle asymmetries between your right and left sides of the body. I would do this personally, maybe 2 or 3 sets of like 8 reps, since you're doing that pause all the way out, and count it out to yourself. 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3, not too fast. Who cares if you say and people think you're crazy? You're gonna exercise like a boss, so who cares? Come back in, you're good to go. 2 or 3 sets, 8 reps max should be enough. So our next exercise that we're going to do for priming for the mixed grip on deadlifts is a plank with a kettlebell pull through. So to begin this exercise, again, I would start light and then work your way up to something that feels a bit more appropriate for your strength level. Do not annihilate yourself. So go ahead and get in to your hand plank position, that push-up position, like so. So you want to make sure that you're tucking in the hips, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, squeeze the quads, and you're good to go. That way your core automatically turns on. So this kettlebell is going to go out to the side of you right below the hand. You're going to go ahead and make sure that your body is stable. So I would recommend bringing your feet out a little bit wider than you normally would. That way you're stable, because again, we're focusing on core stability here. And then go ahead and, without shifting your hips a lot, try to keep them there. You're going to take this kettlebell, pull it to the other side, and repeat. The goal of this is not only to prime, but to keep your body as stable and stationary as possible. So do not swing your hips from side to side. That totally defeats the purpose of the exercise. You want to keep your body there and stable the whole time as you pull that kettlebell through. So take it slow, take your time, because it's not as easy as it looks, and you want to do it well to prep your body the way it should be. So exercise dose prescription for this, I would personally do 2 or 3 sets of maybe like 8 on each side would be sufficient here. Do not annihilate yourself. Just get the core turned on and ready. Mind muscle connection is a big key here. So this last exercise is quite simple, and it is a little bit easier than definitely the last one I just showed you. So we're gonna do a bird dog. So that is your opposite arm, opposite leg coming off the floor when you are in this quadruped position. First and foremost, before you even take off, you wanna make sure that your hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Then before moving, you wanna make sure that your core is tight. So turn it on before you even move. It's gonna stabilize you before you even go anywhere, and that's important so that way you're not taking off and falling over. Okay, we're aligned, core is tight. Go ahead and pick opposite hand, opposite leg. I'll start with my left arm, right leg. Bring it off the floor, keeping this tight throughout the movement, and coming back down. Go ahead and switch, and back down. Continue. Keeping the core tight the entire time while you move your arm and leg. Keep it slow so that way you don't jack up the rhythm. Your leg does not have to come all the way up. It's okay if it doesn't come up that far. Main thing here is to make sure the core stays tight and stable so your body isn't losing balance and whatnot. For this exercise, I would probably do maybe like 10 on each side, so 20 alternating reps. 2 to 3 sets again here, not meant to annihilate yourself. You can also do a little hold at the top and then come back down. It's totally fine.